Hey guys, check it out. I got the Figma Demon Souls Fluted Armor. This is the PS5 version of it. As you guys can see here, this box looks great. Of course, Goodsmile has been doing this with a lot of video game figures, especially Bloodborne ones. Normally, this type of box is reserved for DX, but I'm guessing they went like, hey, we already added all these weapons that this guy's gonna have, so we'll just give him this box. And I gotta say, this looks really darn nice. This is a really nice presentation for this figure. So let's go ahead and unbox it and see what we got inside it. Okay, let's open it up. So this is the normal box right now. Here you can see that has Demon Soul Fluted Armor PS5, letting you know, hey, this is from the PS5 version. Of course, we got some different poses and the different accessories, which is pretty darn nice that they included all this. Actually, product number 590, and it's pretty cool that he comes with so much stuff, you know. And for the price, I think I paid 107 for it, so I paid a lot less. And of course, we got the spine here, the gold lettering, that looks great. And by the way, this is raised. So let's open it up. There we go. That's the actual box. Man, the window box looks good. I cannot see much of the armor because there's a lot of plastic here protecting it, which is great. I can see the swords. They look pretty darn nice. The shield as well. Back, much the same as the outer box. We have one of the spines here. Check that one out. And this one. So let me give you guys a better look at this box, and then we'll open it up. Okay guys, here's the other box. As you guys can see here, looks great. Of course, it has images of the figure plastered all around, the spines and everything. The window box, there you can see the figure with the swords and the shield. Obviously you can't see much of the figure because there's a lot of plastic, but when you have a high quality figure, a premium figure, or just even a normal figure, even a Hasbro, you have to put plastic in the box. The only way to protect it properly, so it won't get damaged, it won't get broken or anything like that. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, you got to go green. And man, if you want that ESG score, but like, who cares about that? I care about my product arriving here safely, and this is how you do it. Sorry Hasbro, but you dropped the ball on that one. Let's finally open it. As you guys can see here, you just have to cut this little part here. Normally you could peel it off, but I always have decided to cut it, just because it's better and you don't risk damaging the box if you don't want to damage it. So let's just open here. Oh yeah, it's got a new figure smell. And there you go. Now look at this. This is really cool because this is something that they have to include. Sorry that I'm having a hard time here pulling it out, but check that out. Ooh. Hope you guys can see it right there. As you guys saw there, yeah, that's a pretty nice backdrop, ain't it? That's pretty cool with the enemies coming at you, you know, the castle, the dragon on the back, the woods. Man, everything just looks great. That is pretty awesome. I love that. Too bad they didn't do that with Yunga. So that being pretty cool. But here's the main event. Here's the figure, or the weapons. Remember, if you got it from Goodsmile, you should be getting another one of the iron knuckles, which is nice. But if you pay full price for it, you get a little tweak from Goodsmile, which honestly is not that big of a deal to me. Okay, so here's the actual figure. Let's get it on. Oh my god, this looks great. Wow, 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 wow. We definitely have to talk about this. Check this out. The color is beautiful, but oh man, this is engraved. This is actually engraved. You can feel the texture. The little armor platings, man. This is, and it's pretty heavy. It's, well, it's not super heavy, but you know, it's heavy. Now, let's take these off, of course, because we don't need this plastic to protect it anymore. Gotta say, the shape of the helmet looks great, man. The only thing missing that it would be if it would open or close. That would be pretty honest. Awesome. But, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty happy with what I see here. So, let's go with this one. How do we get rid of these? Okay, so just build them here. I can already tell you this articulation feels solid. Yeah, this feels solid. Now this leg feels more solid than this knee, but that's normally how it goes. Man. Okay, this. Oh man, check out that eye crunching everything. Woo. Okay, I'm getting too much ahead of myself here. This figure is gonna be so much fun to pose and everything. It's gonna be great. So put the plastic here. Let's see, sword. We got this short sword here. Looks awesome. Looks great. All the scratches, the little detailing that it has. Is it pointy? Yeah, it is pointy. It is pointy. So you gotta be careful with this. Oh, this one. Wow, this looks great. Very well detailed here. Even has a chip here, and here. So I'm guessing it's just supposed to be like that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Here's the iron knuckle there. Looks, oh wow, this texture that they use here, this mold that they use here looks great. It's shiny, it looks worn, it looks torn, it looks great. That's really, this is awesome. This is so cool. And the shield. Now don't worry, I'll go over the weapons with their names and everything a little bit later in the video. Don't worry about that. Oh, look at that shield, dude. That looks awesome. The scratches, the dragon, the little dent there, all the rivets. Here you can see it from the back. Hey, it looks like you can attach something there. I wonder what that's for. So this is how he's gonna hold it. This looks great. And this shows solid. Hopefully the one for their upcoming Tears of the Kingdom Link figure is this good. Hopefully it is. That would be so good. So let's get this out. But so far I'm really happy with what I see. Of course, we got the stand here with the hands. A very interesting looking stand joint there, and you get an extra joint for, you know, replacement joint just in case the other one breaks on your wrist. So we got the instructions here with the little bagging in case you just want to keep it in the bag. There's the instructions telling you basically everything that comes in the figure, how you attach the shield. It looks okay, so it looks like this is removable of the shield. You can change that. Oh, and that's how you attach it to the back. Okay, this is pretty smart. So you just attach this peg here, and that peg attaches to the shields. Nice. So that's how you keep it in the back. You can holster the swords. But they did a little trick, which I'm gonna show you guys pretty soon. And Well, basically, you know, the hands that you need to use to hold the knuckles, the hands, and all that stuff. So that's pretty nice. And hear this. This is the things you're paying so much money for. Okay, so let's start. We got this one, which looks badass. This looks badass. This looks badass, man. This looks great. The colors, the shading that they did, just the transition between this darker brown to this lighter one is awesome. It's almost seamless there. Darn, the wrappings that they did. Wait, check this out with all the damage on it. This is not that pointy. It's not that heavy. It's not that heavy, which is cool. So the figure won't have any problem. And of course, we got the moonlight. This looks amazing. The designs on the handle, the design of the guard, all this looks great. Hopefully this is coming out on the camera. You guys can see that there's different layers of plastic here. The little red stone there looks awesome, and this looks so darn good. This looks so darn good, man. Check it out how they did the coloring, just like this one. They made the shading when it blends the colors. It looks beautiful. It looks so darn good, man. It has a plasticky feel to it, and it's not sharp. Also, so you guys can see there, it got a little bit damaged there from the looks of it. So this plastic is gonna be really you know, that's weird that I got that damage there inside this, but I'm guessing that's just a defect from the production. I didn't drop anything. You guys saw it when I first opened it up. Looks like this might be a little bit weaker, so it's not heavy. It's not heavy. This one is heavier than this one, so we gotta be careful with this one. And the shield here, the other one. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the design. Everything is raised. I mean, this is just awesome. And it's not heavy. It's super light. Even has designs on the inside. This is the part that you can remove so you can attach it to the back. Awesome. And of course you get the two swords just in their scabbard. So these ones are just scabbard swords. You know, you can't remove them, but the scabbards look great. It does look... This one, the leather doesn't look as good. It doesn't look like real leather like the rest of the figure in the rest of the leather area. So it's a little bit too shiny. But this one, it's beautiful. That looks beautiful, honestly. This looks great. Just that scabbard looks so darn nice with the symbol there. Everything. Wow, what an experience. Unboxing this thing was pretty darn awesome. So hopefully the figure lives up to it. The only thing, like I said, this one, the mine came damaged from the looks of it, but other than that, everything else is great. So let's finally take a look at the figure, the articulation, the weapons, do some poses, and then give you guys my final thought. So let's go. Okay guys, check the figure out of the box. I gotta say, this is incredible. The colors, the silver that they use looks awesome, and the detailing on the designs is just out of this world. They really knocked it out of the park. Even the chainmail looks so darn good. Man, they really knocked it out of the park with this one. I gotta say, the straps, the colorings, everything, the little pouches that he has. Wow, what an awesome job they did here. The design, man, I've seen a lot of the Kyoto's medieval armors, and this thing just looks better than that. And I gotta say, wow, it's incredible what they did here. But let's go and check out his articulation. Okay guys, so let's check out the articulation of this guy. So the head can go right that much and left this much. Now it's a little stiff and a little bit hindering, but you can see here how the head moves, which is nice. Now this is how much it can go up. This things might get in the way, obviously, of the articulation, but you can see that there's chainmail in here, which is pretty cool. That's a really nice touch to detail. Just as much as it can go down for the head. So I'm guessing over time it might loosen up a little bit more, giving you a little bit more articulation, but for right now that's pretty fine. Now the app cartridge was the thing I was raving about when I unboxed it. So as you guys can see here, that's quite a lot. That's a lot more. So if you want to display him dying, you can. And again, a lot of chainmail. Obviously you can see the joint here exposed, so hopefully that's not a problem. Doesn't show up a lot. But also I dip bullets, so I just push it down, so now it's there. So this little skirt area moves around, and actually this makes sense for it to move around, because you're gonna be moving the legs, of course. Now the arms, let's start off with this arm. This arm, as you guys can see here, has the shoulder pad. The whole shoulder pad is articulated, so you can move it around. Hopefully you guys can see it there better. See, it just moves around independently, which I like. So it can go up this much. Obviously the shoulder pad's gonna get in the way for this arm, and you can pull it all the way up here, so you guys can see there. And then for the elbow articulation, you can just go and boom, double jointed, which is pretty good. So that is good. It has some nice elbow articulation. This is not gonna get in the way, that's just there. The hands are on ball joints, strong ones by the way. And also there's the swivel. You guys can see here, you can see that swivel action right there. And yeah, this just happened live. So man, that sucks. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay, was able to fix it. Not that big of a problem, but still, that's not good. So let's check out the articulation. The other arm, as you guys can see here, this is gonna get in the way, obviously. So that's as much as you're gonna getting up for this one. And then yeah, same joints, you know. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's almost that's touching the face. That's touching the face. That is badass. That's so badass, and I'm really sure I can replicate that with the other arm. Let me see. Oh no, okay, no, it makes sense. It has this thing there, so that's just how the design's gonna work. So the legs, let's see for the legs. By the way, this arm also does have the swivel. So the legs here, this is as much as it's gonna go forward. But that is pretty nice. Knee bent all the way, that looks good. By the way, if you're gonna complain about this, remember this is solid. This is just one full piece, and that's how it should be. A lot of armors in real life are like this, so that's just this side of the armor. Now the articulation here, so you guys can see, go up, only goes up, doesn't go down, so it makes sense. It's a boot, but it does have ball joints there for the ankle, so that's pretty good. Now I know what you're gonna say, Zero. The splits, yes, the splits. Well, as you guys can see here, obviously this area, since it has less stuff on it, you can pretty much do full splits. But this area here, which has more stuff, and this is really hard plastic, is not gonna be able to do much. So the most you're gonna be able to do when it comes to a full split will be like that. So pretty nice. You know, I don't see myself doing splits with this figure, but still, it's pretty nice. Now, things that I would have changed, obviously I would have made this plastic a lot softer, and I would have made this car fabric Heck, they could have used fabric for this and this, but other than that, and maybe make the neck a little bit more fluent, you know, so you can move left and right a little bit more. That is still pretty solid. This is a pretty solid figure. This is pretty darn good. So let's go and check out the weapons. So this is the kite shield, and as you guys can see here, this shield is really darn nice. I gotta say, the design of it with the dragon on it, the scratches, the rivets, even from the back, it looks great. And yes, you can use any peg from the Figma line on the whole, and you can just display like this, which is pretty cool. Honestly, when I get my Tears of the Kingdom Link figure, I am going to basically, you know, have the shields and everything just with the different stands holding them up and the weapons, so it's gonna look pretty darn sweet. So let me show you how you attach the shield. Okay, so you have to swap it out with this hand here, which is called the number 5. This one. Now this shield is pretty similar to Link's Hylian shield because you can not only remove it like this, but boom, there you go. So let's see how solid this is. See how solid this works out to be. Hopefully I got the right hand. It's a 5, so it's the one that was the little peg. So you attach this there. Okay, this feels really solid right now, so this feels a lot better than Link's. And this here. It's gonna be a little bit of a problem, honestly. Nope. That's not it. Okay, big thing. You know what it was? This is upside down. Yeah. If you have it like this, you just have to go here and boom, there it is. It's attached. There you go. It's attached, and check this out. You see it rattling? You see it moving? You see it falling? No! Check that out. That is solid. That is solid. That is solid, and I love that. Please, Goodmouth, do the same thing with the shield for Link, for the Tears of the Kingdom figure, because man, the problem with the Twilight Princess one and the Skyward Sword one is the shield, but so this shield holds up. So let's check out the other one and see how it goes. Okay guys, this is the Dark Silver shield. That's the name of it according to Howling Japan, and I gotta say, this shield looks awesome. This shield looks so badass, because not only the design of it that it has, and by the way, it's the correct design, the same design in the image, but the detailing that they put into that design, I mean, everything is raised up. You can see how good those textures look. The color is beautiful, the shape is right, even from the back. I mean, even from the back, it has the detailing, the riveting, everything just looks awesome for this shield. Obviously, it's gonna be a little bit heavier than the other one, so let's go and check it out and see how the figure actually holds it up. But man, that is so cool. Okay, so let's put the shield. According to instructions, it doesn't say that you need a specific hand, only that the 5. So let's go. And it seems like the other one, you have to remove this area here. So we'll just pull it out, so you guys can see there. So that came out pretty easily. Do I separate them or not? That's the thing. This is solid. This is a solid piece of plastic, so I'm guessing all I have to do is pretty much put it in here. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, yeah, this is tight. I'll put it in here. Boom, there we go. Got the shield attached to it. Now let's attach to the wrist joint. Boom. There we go. That's what it looks like attached to it. Move it around. Okay. It has a little gift there. But other than that, yeah, a little gift there, but it's not really anything crazy or to cry home about. Obviously, you're gonna be using it like this. You see that form? Because if you turn to the side, it's gonna look like that. So if you want to straight up, it has to be like this, or depending on the pose, it can be like that, could be like that. Just depends, but yeah, this is pretty solid. This is pretty darn solid. This is great. Really awesome what they did here. I'm really happy with this. Okay guys, so this is his standard sword. Now, I'm checking here the description from Goodsmile and it says broadsword. So this is supposed to be the broadsword. Yeah, this is supposed to be the broadsword, as you guys can see there. Looks really darn nice closed up. I like the colors. I like how it's battle worn. I like how it has damage. It's pointy. It looks sharp. It looks great. And by the way, it's actually pretty easy to fit on the figure. And let me just show you that. Okay, so we don't have to do much here. Basically, you're only gonna remove this part here. So this part, you remove it just like that, see? And there you go. You remove it, you put it back, you know, you slide into the figure hand, and that's it. That is so freaking easy. You don't have to take a piece of metal, hit it up on the hand and let them slowly melt a little bit until it has enough room for you able to fit this bit through there, and then let it cool off so you can never remove it from the figure and you damage the hand. I love that joke. And to the guy that did that, you're still an idiot. Okay, this is the Knight Sword, which looks, in my opinion, this is probably one of the best looking swords they have done. I love the handle, how they did the detailing for the grip. I love the guard. I love how well detailed it is, and that you can see that there's a little sun there on the guard coming out of it, which is pretty awesome. And it looks like it has a little face as well. That is so darn cool what they did here. Sharp, pointy, like you guys saw in the unboxing. It has two deep gashes, one on the left and one on the right side. That is pretty awesome. That it has those dents there just to show how weathered, used, and worn it is. It makes sense. I mean, of course, it fell off. It fell off the stand, but we're just gonna leave that in. You know, that's not the fault of the sword. That was just that. And the stand was like, nope, we're gonna throw it off there. You know, it looks like we had a little invader come in and move the sword. So, anyways, like I said, it makes sense that it would be worn, torn, and everything because hey, it's Demon Souls. You know, the gear that you get is not new gear. It's not fresh gear. It's old stuff that somebody wore or used and died, and you're just using it. So that's it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to show you guys how you attach this thing. Now, what you have to do is basically get it between the fingers here, so you guys can see there. And now you're gonna push it down, and there you go. There you have the attached Knight Sword. So let me show you how you're gonna put the scabbard on the figure. Now you have this little hole here. That's where it's gonna go. So just gonna line it up. And it's a soft plastic, so this kind of worries me because it might get warm over time, but there you go. Once it's in there, it's in there. It's not gonna fall off. So that's pretty cool. So there you can see with the scabbard, looks pretty good. It's holding up great. Remember that you can move it around, do quite a few things with it, which is interesting. The only thing like I worry is that maybe that plastic is soft and it might get a little bit too soft and might break on you. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but this is what it looks like with the Pro Sword there, which is great. It looks pretty darn nice, so you're gonna be able to achieve, you know, getting ready to achieve it. I wish they would have kept the achieving and uncheating gimmicks that they had, but it looks like for this figure they decided not to, which I guess it makes sense, you know, if you want to be able to, you know, pop it in there, pop it out, but it gives you the option, which is still pretty nice and it works pretty well. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the holster knight sword. I went for a different pose, of course, here. It looks great. It looks great. That scabbard looks so darn good on the figure. Is, you know, it's impressive. It's my favorite one. It's my favorite one, honestly. That's the one that I'm going to display him with. Wow, it looks great. Just the sign of it. It's just awesome what they did. Really darn awesome. And the figure, by the way, the figure is standing so well with these swords, so we'll have to check out the big ones right now, see how it goes. Okay guys, the meat cleaver. This thing is big, and as you guys can see there, man, where's the beef? I need that sword to cut my beef. That is just awesome. The scratching, like I said earlier when I unboxed it, just the blending that they did to the brown, to the light brown color, looks awesome. The handle looks great. Man, the scratches, this thing just looks so badass. This is basically pretty much a buster sword, you know, right there, which is pretty awesome. So we have to check out the figure with it and how to attach it, so let's go and do that right now. Okay guys, let me show you how you're gonna put this here. Now you got to use this hand here, which has the big opening, and just like the other swords. Oh, just that. Yeah, you don't have to slide them in. I like it a lot more when the swords are like this. It's just a lot easier for you to be able to put them in the hands. So you guys can see there. So you just put it there, and then you line up the hole properly. Did I get it properly? Okay. That looks better. And then we're gonna attach it here. And there we go. That's it. You can hold it up. Obviously, if you shake it up, it's gonna move like that. But still, you can hold it up pretty good. It's not. Well, it is gonna fall. Well, everything's not falling because that's how it goes. But still, you can hold it up. No problems there, which is what I like. And remember, you're not gonna be moving it around and stuff like that, but you're gonna be able to do poses with it. See, and from the side here, holding it like that. That's pretty awesome that I can do that. So that's pretty cool. I like it. So let's check out the moonlight. Okay guys, the moonlight. It looks awesome, doesn't it? Yes, I had to bring out the big arm here. By the way, that's Mayfax stand arm, holding it up. This thing looks beautiful. I mean, the colors, the blue, the teals, the way it blends with the actual yellowish color of the blade, the handle, the freaking gem, just everything. The guard looks so darn good. This thing is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is probably one of my favorite swords when it comes to Soulborn's games, you know. Obviously, I would love to have the version of it from Bloodborne. Hopefully Figma blesses us with a German figure that comes with that, or they release a weapon pack 2 and we get more stuff, because I really want the cannon arm, I really want the moonlight, the Holy Blade, you know, Lucas Week's Holy Blade. You know, there's just so much stuff, so many weapons. Maybe Ellie the Crow as well. That would be so cool. But I'm really happy with this sword. It looks great. Like I said, mine's a little bit damaged on the tip, but other than that, this is pretty awesome. So let's put on the figure. Okay guys, so let me show you how you're gonna be removing the handle here, so you're gonna be able to get the sword to work. Now if you're having a little bit of trouble here, guys, don't heat the hand up and make the freaking hand expand and then try to slide this big thing in there. No, don't do that. What you have to do is this: get a shirt, get anything that is fabric, and you just attach it here, and you just go like this. Boom, there you go. That's it. That's all you have to do. Now that we got that, take the figure and make sure you're using the hand with the big hole, and you attach it there. Then you just attach it here, and just like that, it's done. It's done. Here's what he looks like with the sword, and you can see here, yeah, it's gonna slide down, but he's gonna be able to hold it up, no problem there. And he's gonna be able to hold it up like this. So they got you covered. They got you covered right there. That's pretty cool. So here's the iron knuckle, as you guys can see there. Pretty cool. I love this thing. I really do. Now I'm feeling kind of bad that I don't have two of them, but hey, I didn't have to pay a lot more money for the figure. By the way, if you were wondering, the figure is still available on Hobbylink Japan, at least at the time I'm recording this video. That would be October 18, 4 p.m. So yeah, they should have it available for $106 US plus the shipping. But as you guys can see here, this thing is awesome. The design of it is cool. How shiny it is, it looks great. It looks like a ring, honestly. It's just great. This is great. It's a really nice looking accessory for the figure. Hey, spot on. That's pretty cool. So let's go and put it on the figure, because hey, if this figure can't use it, what's worth having, right? So just like both shields, this thing works the same. You're just gonna grab it, you're gonna pull it apart, as you guys see there, and make sure you have the first hand, the one that says number 1, basically the small one. So here this detaches, and now we're gonna slide it in there. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's the number 1. So is this? No, this is way too small for that one. I guess it's supposed to be another. Yeah, I just used the one for you use for the great sword and everything. So this is the one that should fit there. Yeah, like this. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you fit it up like that. My battery's running out of my camera, but you attach it there, and then you attach both of them here. Boom, that's it. That's your iron knuckle right there. Then you just attach it to the figure. And boom. Now you can punch some fools here. You guys see there? It's not gonna fall. It's pretty sturdy. Looks good. Looks pretty darn good there. So that's pretty good. Okay guys, final thoughts here. Gotta say, they look great together, don't they? Yes, this figure, wow, I'm really impressed. The quality is great. The accessories, they're more than enough. I gotta say, I love the swords, especially the knight sword. Looks great. I love how it has the detailing of basically a sun coming out in the handle on the guard. I like how sharp and pointy it looks. You know, the shields as well, man. Both shields really knocked it out of the park. The kite shield looks great because it's that classic medieval shield with the dragon on it, and then the black crystal shield is just awesome. Hopefully I got the name right, by the way. It's just great. All the detailing that it has on it is beautiful, beautiful. Now I do wish they would have found a way to make it so the shields, the attachment point, because this is okay, but it needed something else. It needed something better. You know, maybe a smaller peg that have both holes for it. I wish it did have that, because as it stands, you know, it's just this big thing, right? It's just this big thing, and the small one is for this one, and the big one is for the figure itself. So the swords, if I have a gripe with the swords, it will have to be this one, because mine came damaged. I don't know if you can see there the tip, but it's not pointy because it looks like it got damaged. Now I'm gonna contact Howling Japan and see what they say. Maybe I can get a new one. If not, then okay, I'll keep it. No problems there. My other gripe is, of course, the sheathed swords. None of them are removable. The handles are not Oh, I just ate some shit right there. They are removable. Holy cow. I saw one of the promotional images. I was like, oh, you can't remove them. And then I was like, wait, you can. Oh man, this is cool. Okay, so that's awesome. So it was just stuck there. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's awesome. Okay, I ate crow on that one, but oh well. The instructions didn't say that, so oh well. The Iron Knuckle, man, this thing is great. I love it. I love the way it looks. Now I know why Good Smile went like, yeah, we're gonna throw into if you buy it from us. This thing just looks awesome. This is pretty darn cool. Heck, even I would love to see somebody make a real ring out of this. Not the actual not the actual figure, of course, not this actual piece, but something similar to that in a ring style. That would be pretty awesome. I would wear that. That would be cool if you make it a real stone. Damn, you know, you pop somebody, you go to a bar, somebody gets kind of frisky, and you give them a good pop with a ring like this. That's probably gonna do some damage, you know, just like MJF, just like that. When it comes to the hands, I wish he would have come with a few more, honestly, but the ones that he has are actually pretty good, and they look great, man. They look great. They look shiny. They all have the engravings on them. Man, they look awesome. They're great. So in terms of the articulation, the figure is great, has some good amount of articulation. The only thing is that you cannot do the praise the sun pose. Obviously, the shoulders just don't give you the amount of motion that you want for that pose, but you can get pretty close. And you guys and here you can see him, of course, next to my Figma Hunter, which is pretty cool, and he's using the contact pose, and he's doing the praise the sun pose. Is pretty darn awesome. And like I said, just having this is something I'm pretty sure a lot of fans of Souls games have been waiting for years, having, you know, a character from Demon Souls or Elden Ring crossover with Bloodborne, and the only way you can do that is like this, with figures, and it's awesome. It's awesome. That's the cool thing about this, that it lets you do so many crossovers. It just lets you do so much, and I love it. I love the idea, so I cannot wait to get the Elden bring Grey Wolf, and I cannot wait to get Link, of course. Beautiful. And this figure, like I said, holds the swords well, stands really well. Man, there is just so little to hate here, which is really minor stuff. I wish they would have used fabric for a few of the areas, of course, like I said before. But other than that, he looks great. He looks great next to the Hunter. He looks great next to Maria. And I wonder what he's gonna look like next to my Figma guts and my S.H.Figuarts guts. And Griffith as well. But that's my Halloween display. I'm not showing that off yet. So on the day of Halloween, you guys will probably see a picture of my post in my community tab where you guys are gonna see that display. So that is gonna be pretty awesome. And if I get the big guy before Halloween, you guys are probably gonna see him in there too. So yeah guys, that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I answered all the questions you guys probably had about this figure. If you have more, just comment down below and I'll try to answer them the best as I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy Halloween.